You're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I'm Chillmonger, and lately I've been getting some comments asking, "What's the fake outrage? Where is this all coming from?" As if they didn't know that I spoke on this topic of Harry Osborn with my main man SSJK.Sanctum, and we talked about this already long while ago. You should go check out the video. It was right when the casting was released. This video came out on the 10th of October 2023. You're not even gonna need to go and see that video for yourself. Come here. I got it for you. Re-edited. Watch it now. Official Zeno Robinson has been cast as the voice of Harry Osborn in Marvel Studios' Spider-Man freshman year, which is not canon. That's going to be Harry Osborn in the Disney Plus series. Chillmonger saw that tweet. I had a little quote to you, and I'll read it for you. I said that this is not representation. Harry Osborn started off. See that? See that kid right there? It's like there's like 5 shades on Twitter you can use, and I chose that one. Harry Osborn will continue being that. After this series, cast these actors to be characters who will stay looking like these characters after every reboot. Long-term problems require long-term solutions.
Harry's white in the upcoming Spider-Man game.
You know?
He's going to be white in the Spider-Man 3 game if he's still around.
So to everybody who works at a studio or has some powerful decision-making, or if you're a kid who one day you'll become that in 10 years, I'm rooting for you, and these are long-term problems. Underrepresentation is an issue. There's been standards that have been set to where all of our popular stories, the ones that get big budgets at least, majority of them have skin tone, which is, remember that kid, the one with the blonde hair, and that skin complexion is a very popular skin complexion, into where it overrepresents the masses who are watching. It creates a stigma. It creates a standard, I should say, not a stigma, a standard. I just like that, and I want more characters who look like this complexion and K-Dots.
I'll be honest, they only made him black because I noticed they did this with the Velma show. They did this with the recent My Adventure with Superman show, but mind you, I don't.
Yeah, they did it with the little Jimmy guy, right?
Yeah, and this is my thing on it, right? Mind you, it's been a while since we had a Superman TV show, since the 94 animated one. You know, like, all right, I can work with this, right? Because I already got a good representation of them before. But I notice now, and if you're doing it here, they're making the actors, if they're playing human characters, same colors as the voice actors, right? And mind you, they could have left Harry white and just let the black dude voice act, because that's the point of voice acting. Phil Lamar plays Samurai Jack. Do you make Samurai Jack black because Phil Lamar is playing him?
Nah.
No, he's supposed to be a Japanese samurai, right? He's supposed to be some type of samurai or whatever.
Whatever he is, he's not Phil Lamar. And it's okay. It's a talent, and that's fine. He's allowed to change his voice to sound like somebody else.
It's
just
another quick example, right? Goku's voiced by Sean Schemmel.
He's not Japanese.
But do you make Goku like kind of like an average built, out of shape dude just to fit the voice actor? No, he's just voice acting like somebody else.
Voice acting is a talent. And then my issue, one of the many issues, is there's like there's a racial we're being replaced theory out there, which I used to look at all those guys and be like, what are you talking about? Do you not see the media? Like, these guys are ridiculous. These guys are wrong. And now, time after time, we're getting so many more of these examples happening where Harry Osborn's changed.
What specific people?
The people of colorless.
Okay, all right.
So they used to be so wrong and fringe, and I used to not. No, the studios are offering ammunition to these theories. Agreed? So there's that issue. Then there's also the topic of just slipped my mind. These big corporations steadily fueling the paranoid that folks replacement conspiracy. How hard is it to put your money behind original? And when we say original, we mean everlastingly will always remain a black character. I'm tired, and who asked for this?
For example, Falcon. Falcon is the original black character. They changed his name to Captain America, but regardless, he's still a prime example of original black character. But the issue is he's a character that, instead of trying to prop up his own name, you give him somebody else's name because you figured out, Falcon is not a good character to promote. He's not going to get butts and seats. Let's make him Captain America and just give him a shield. Not saying he can't carry a shield. He can carry a shield. Rep your name. Rep you as a character. Falcon. Be Falcon.
To anyone not considering this fact, it's not that deep, and this is just something that we got to live with. The studios are now going to tell us and tell themselves and tell everyone that they are fulfilling a certain percentage of requirement when it comes to their output of representation. And when they only tolerate a little bit of that, and so there's not going to be a year where every single show is everything but white people. It's just we're going to represent the world this year. That day will never happen. It's percentages that go to different groups. Well, I'm going to complain that a percentage that went to the group of black, which would be Zeno Robinson's likeness, that's being wasted on a guy who's not going to stay that. This isn't representation the way that's Static Shock. Remember how fondly we think of that? 20 years from now, here I am sitting on this static comic book, which used to be right beside me, but now it's not.
Oh, he said he's sitting on it. These Marvel fans got them. He disrespects it by sitting on it.
I wasn't sitting, I was sitting beside it. But look, I have this because of this cartoon that was meaningful representation 20 years back. And that doesn't happen with Harry Osborn, who has Zeno Robinson skin. That doesn't happen. It's spot taking. If you think this is nothing or whatever, it's not a big deal. No, because now the fulfillment, which these studios do have fulfillments and little quotas to check, we gotta have enough black. Now they did it. They did black. Why we get complaining about? We have black characters right there. Take this, and it's never the ones that last. It's temporary representation. It is a sickness. I'm not saying celebrate it. I'm not even telling you, oh, you can tolerate it. I'm asking you to condemn it. And when you see the pattern of how often this happens, you should wake up and be on this side. Don't think, this is nothing. At least someone's getting paid. No, that guy could be paid also. Zeno, I want you to play an actual character who's got that skin tone. So who in Marvel is that way? Let's think of an X-Men character who's got that skin. You could voice that character.
Or just make up a new original black friend for Peter in this show.
He's already got one with Randy Robinson. I think they got the same last name. He can play Randy.
He was on the football team, right?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Because he was in the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show. He was on the football team.
So if they decided, freshman year is too white, and they feel uncomfortable because there's like the studio, that's how they feel, right? They don't care. They initially thought of doing a show, and then when they got to the casting, they're like, oh no, everyone's white. So if you have that feeling, de-emphasize Harry Osborn, treat Randy as a more important character, or like
because I mean, it's not, even though they just it's just a different version of MJ. Michelle Jones is a original character.
Oh my god! But Michelle Jones being MJ, calling her MJ, that's a workaround that I don't get with.
She's MJ, but like
Zendaya's character, everyone
their own original character, and it's like you can easily do the same thing here. Just add a new character to the Spider-Man mythos. Who knows? Because the way these TV shows and movies go, just like with Harley Quinn, she showed up in animated stuff. Now she's in comics, right? Now you could do something like that. Maybe character could be part of the comic someday, right?
Yes. So the character Liz, the one that was in the first movie, Vulture's daughter, they did something like that with Miles Morales' like love interest from Detroit. She's a descendant of Adrian Toomes, but not the daughter, the granddaughter. They did something like that after the movie to match. Yeah, and the Michelle thing, though, the MJ thing, that's MJ. That's just a weird.
I mean, Liz is because she was in Spectacular. Liz Allen, she was in Spectacular Spider-Man. She's an original comic character, right? Though, because
Liz Allen,
Spectacular Spider-Man came out, that was before.
I said Liz. Maybe I mean Lisa. Maybe the one that the Homecoming, his girlfriend in Homecoming.
Yeah, Liz.
That is Liz. She was in Spectacular. Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was in Spectacular Spider-Man TV show.
Okay, and I'm thinking of Star, or some Ariel Star character in Miles. I'm wrong, but that's what I'm here. I'm here to get proven wrong from K-Dot and corrected. Thank you.
I wanted to add this in for you because this is going to be a wild example, guys. I look at what the studio is doing as their own little Manifest Destiny. Do you know what that is, Joe?
No.
So Manifest Destiny was basically the colonizers' mission by their higher power to conquer certain people in certain lands, American colonies, slavery, all that. So I look at it like this with these studios. It's their mission by the money to represent all of us the best way they can.
Oh boy.
And do it in the poorest way possible.
The poorest way possible.
But not even genuine. Not even genuine. And this is now a Disney product. Like, prime example, look at what they're doing with Snow White. They literally took out the doors They took away representation for people. They want to give people representation.
Yeah, that's
It's
not even
like,
skin tone. That's just like a demographic of people
right.
who are rare and they're underseen, and we definitely want to highlight their relevant their ability to contribute. And we're not doing that. We're pulling the dwarfs.
You
That's
you
not even
can
skin.
you can just tell each decision is just money motivated, money motivated. I understand they want to make money, but you're not showing how genuine you are when it comes to it, because when they do it, they either backtrack. What they did it with Wakanda Forever, they took out that scene with Io and her in other countries with Io and her girlfriend of her, giving her a smooch on the forehead.
Aneka.
Aneka, right? They want to represent people. Why are you hiding it in other countries? You should just go like, well, no, we're going to show it, or we're not going to put our movie in that country then, right? But they wanted to make sure it screens there, so they took out the representation they wanted to show.
Studios, we don't view you as these moral
Right.
guidance or anything like that. It's chill. It's K. Dot. Subscribe to our channels. You can see right there, and we will be back one day, someday, somehow.